especially if you like ASMR, you are in the right place for that. Okay, so for today's review, we have, this is Mugler Angel Muse. Mugler Angel Muse, this is the EDP. This is the original. There's also an EDT and Eau de Toilette. This is the Eau de Parfum. So I got this bottle off of Mercari, which is where I buy most of my perfumes, whether it's samples or just whole bottles like this. But this was the 1 ounce 30 milliliter size. It has a little bit of wear on it. There's a few little spots and such, but it's in pretty good shape and it's only been used a little bit. As you can see, it's got this little star on it, and all of the Angel perfumes have a star theme going on. They're either bottles in the shape of a star, or they have a star somewhere on the bottle. So, and then here is how the lid comes off. As you can see, it sprays out here. I'm not sure if typically this would come with a stand, because I actually have seen pictures of this in a stand. So I don't know if that came with the perfume, but the seller that I bought it from just didn't include it, because they also didn't include the original packaging. I'm not sure, but I definitely feel like this could benefit from a stand, don't you think? Because otherwise you're just gonna have to sit it flat on your wherever you store perfumes, which I do have a few perfumes like that, but I really prefer when they can stand up. Okay, so before I spray this perfume, I did try to dress on theme today. I think ideally I would have had something that was a darker brown, but I don't have any darker browns. All of my browns are kind of a lighter brown like this. So anyway, but I have this dress. This is actually a dress, and I got this a month or so ago, and I really love it. I just absolutely love the how it twists and stuff, and I haven't had an opportunity to wear it yet since it's been cold weather, but I get to wear it for this, which is exciting. And then these are the earrings that I'm wearing. They're just simple brown, black, and white. The brown is wood. So that was the closest that I had to match this. This perfume definitely is woody. So yeah, that's what I have. Okay, what else? Yeah, so let's go ahead and spray this. Okay. I can smell it already. This is an extremely strong perfume. And I'm really glad that I didn't get it on my hand, because it would be hard to get off. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the cap back on. Alright, now this is dried down a little bit more, so I'm grass. That's what it looks like, at least. It's like a kind of a woody grass. So anyway, there's no actual wood in this unless vetiver is counted as a wood. But you know, I think mainly I get the patchouli. The vetiver I think kind of adds to that woodiness, earthiness. Yeah, so just to recap, what do I smell? Mostly the Nutella, the patchouli, a little bit of vetiver, maybe a little bit of grapefruit. So let's go ahead and see what the other reviewers on Fragrantica are smelling. So let's go ahead and show the votes. Okay, so people are saying that they smell patchouli most, and then secondly, they smell the Nutella. Thirdly, the vetiver. Fourthly, the pink pepper. And fifthly, the grapefruit. So that's pretty similar to what I'm saying I'm smelling too. Mostly patchouli and Nutella. So it's like an earthy, kind of spicy, chocolate, nutty. So I have smelled a couple other of the Angels, the Mugler Angel line. So of course there's the original Angel, which was launched in, let's see, 1992. So the original Angel was launched in 1992. It's been out for quite a while. It comes in a glass bottle that's the shape of a star, kind of like this. And it's blue. It's like a somewhat light blue. Not totally light blue. I don't know. It's a blue. It's a blue glass star bottle that was launched in 1992. Then there was a lot of flankers, a lot of other types of Angel. There, of course, is the Angel EDT, the Eau de Toilette, and there's plenty of others. There's Angel Nova, Angel Glanorama, Angel Eau Grossière, Angel Liqueur de Perfume, Angel Articase, Angel Passion Star. There's so many. There's so many, literally, like probably 20 or 30. So I've smelled a couple of the other ones. This is the only one I have right now a sample of. This is the Angel EDT Eau de Toilette. This is the 2019 version, and the only reason I know that because it doesn't say. There's two Angel EDTs. One was 2019, the other was like before that. The only reason I know is because I sprayed it, and I could just tell by looking at the notes. I could tell this was the 2019 one. This one, again, it was the same thing where I smelled it and I was like, wow. But when I put it on myself, it was too much. It was too much for me personally to wear. But this one had quite a bit of patchouli in it too, and there's no mint in it. But to me, this had a minty accord, and I saw some other people in the comments on Fragrantica talking about the same sort of minty smell. So this was like fruity patchouli, and to me it smelled kind of minty. So yeah, let's go ahead and look up some other information and statistics around Angel Muse. sillage. People are saying this is a stronger sillage. So maybe like 6 or 7 out of 10 for sillage. Leaves more of a strong scent cloud around you and a scent trail behind you. Okay, for gender, people are saying that this is more feminine leaning, but somewhat unisex. So if 1 is feminine, 10 is masculine, they're saying this is like a 3.5 or a 4. I would agree. To me, it smells like a woman's perfume, but it's more unisex. I would agree. It smells a little bit more masculine, just because it's heavy and it's got a lot of patchouli. Okay, and then lastly, for the price value, people are saying that this is a decent price value, kind of right in the middle. The Mugler perfumes, I do believe, are on the more expensive side, but not crazy expensive. Let's see. Mugler Angel Muse, 30 milliliters. Alright, so I'm looking up what this would go for new, and well, I'm seeing on fragrancenet.com, which is a very affordable website. It's typically where you can find like some of the best prices. That the 1.7, so the 50 ml, this is the 30 ml, but the 50 ml goes for $70. So that's a little bit pricey, but if you really like it, of course, totally worth it. I mean, it's not like you can find a zillion other scents that smell like this. There definitely must be ones that smell kind of in this ballpark, but this is not your typical perfume. It's just not. It's definitely different. Part of why I purchased this is because I knew that it had the, I like that. I knew that it had the cacao note in it. I knew it had the chocolate note. And I really would like to find a perfume that I like that has chocolate in it. So far, I have not. But I'm sure I could find something that I like that has chocolate in it. So, yeah, I'll keep hunting. Or if you have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it if you can give me some suggestions. Again, I tend to go for scents that are not too heavy, maybe a little lighter, a little fresher. Musky is good, but yeah, this is too heavy for me. But I do like patchouli, but this is too heavy for me. Okay, let's go ahead and read a few random reviews about this fragrance and see what some people have to say. So somebody who really likes this perfume says, I just blind bought this. I love it. The first thing I smell is patchouli. It's rich and powdery with a hint of chocolate. I love its strong presence. It's warm and comforting. I'm very happy with this purchase, thanks to all of the reviews on here to help me understand what this perfume is really like. It helps so much to receive such descriptive reviews. Alright, here's somebody who feels meh about it in the middle. They say, Muse was a catch and release for me. Overall, it was too sweet and fluffy for my taste. And I would venture that it bore less resemblance to Angel than any of the other reviewers seem to think. Of course, I was hoping it would be closer to Angel, and I think that the majority were hoping it would be further away. Alright, let's go ahead and read another one. Here is a user who does not like this perfume. They said, this reminds me of being in the dirt or fertilizer section of a garden shop. Definitely has the DNA of the original Angel, that patchouli and vetiver, which also happens to be a fragrance I'm not a fan of. wouldn't want to smell like it myself though, all day. Okay, here's another review of somebody who really loves this perfume. They say, "This is absolutely beautiful. I keep getting whiffs of cinnamon or gingerbread. The chocolate is thick and creamy. It's definitely patchy, but not as bad as I think patchy means patchouli, but not as bad as the original, which I despise because it's nuclear. This is just better blended and smoother with the grapefruit note." Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and find one more review. Maybe somebody who does not like this. Yeah, here's somebody who does not like it, and they say, "This was a gift, but I unfortunately don't really like this. To me, this smells kind of heavy, and it almost makes me dizzy and kind of suffocating. It smells like warm, woody, almost vanilla, and it smells like warm, woody, almost vanilla, and in theory, it sounds good, but it's just not for me. I can kind of smell praline in there. It just smells sweet, and the heaviness of what I'm assuming is the patchouli note blocks my nose. I could see a more confident, mature woman wearing this, though. Just not for me." Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end there. So just to recap, really what I get from this is a lot of patchouli, definitely the sweet Nutella-y, chocolatey note. I do think I get a little bit of the vetiver as well, and maybe a little bit of the grapefruit, which adds like a tart fruitiness. This is very strong, best for night, best for winter and fall. This is a statement. This definitely is an attention-grabbing perfume. I don't think this is a safe blind buy, and I don't think that everybody would love this. However, it does have pretty good reviews on Fragrantica. But like I said in a previous video, the heavy perfumes on Fragrantica always seem to get better ratings, and I kind of think that's funny. I think there's a bias towards heavy perfumes. Maybe people just, it's like maybe they think like a stronger scent is a better scent. I don't know. But anyway, I do really appreciate this. I think it's a really beautiful scent. But for me, it's just too strong to smell like all day. I like to be a little bit subtler and make sure that I'm not smelling too strongly for other people's sakes as well. Alright, so that is my review